Hello, welcome to Country Stitchers. I'm Liz.
Hi, I'm Deb.
And we have a new view today. Welcome to Liz's craft room again.
Yes.
We have our grandchildren are in their new home, and so we're going to do our video here today.
Yay!
And we have quite a bit to talk about, but the very first thing we want to talk about is the 30,000 subscriber fob giveaway.
Yep.
And thank you so much again for supporting us all these years. We've greatly appreciated it. This fob, the choice by this person was for a oak leaf or the bird fob, and they left it to me. So we are going to send to @Gregg_Shepherd. Greg will be receiving the bird fob. So
Nice.
I'm going to build that for you and get it to you, Greg. In the meantime, if you could send your address to Deb in the description box is her email.
Yep.
And then we'll get busy on getting that to you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And thank you to all our subscribers. We
Yes.
continue to show our support through our subscriber tribute and our giveaways.
Yes.
And please keep watching.
Thanks for your
and
comments.
if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, because there are a lot of people when I do the searches who aren't subscribing, but they would like to receive some of what we're giving away.
Okay.
So please subscribe, and that way we can include you too.
Yes, and thank you for this week comments too. They're always such a joy to read.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now,
Okay.
allow.
If you hear, the doggies are visiting today as well, and they have found the bones. So
And I just got kissed.
it's just going to be part of the video. And
Yes. And we're
Charlie?
praying that everything will stay where it is.
Oh my God.
They do get a little excited,
Yeah.
but it is fun. They had a good time out back and wore off some energy before we started.
Yeah.
So,
It's nap time.
but with all the company here, it'll be fun. But I want to keep us on track because we have a lot of things we want to share with you.
Yes.
There's been a lot of discussion in the industry over the last at least 5 years. I know they've been around a long time, but more of a push about historic samplers, reproduction samplers, and you can find beautiful pieces.
Oh, yes.
So Deb and I had a reference, and it was called Historic Samplers, and I wanted to share something that we found in it. It's a publication. It's a nice book. It's got a select number of samplers in it, but 2 of them came from Pennsylvania, and those were the 2 I wanted to share with you. I learned a lot, but the one I'm going to show you first is by Susanna Bartholomew, and it is a show towel, not a sampler in the sense of
Sorry, Liz.
sampler piece. So as I talk about it, pay attention to these motifs here. These are the ones that I want to reference to, but her name up here at the top, it has 2 W's in it. That's an interesting point too, and I'll share that with you. She was 8 years old, and she was in a school, and she was to learn skills that would demonstrate to a potential suitor that she had a good, strong sense of values, housekeeping, had talents, and could support the family. And so this particular show towel had 2 W's because Sarah stitched it, but the spacing was off. She didn't care as much about what her name was or who saw it as she did it being spaced correctly, so she added another W. Isn't that funny?
That's cute.
And then the symbols at the bottom, they stood for diligence, cleanliness, but in these it was about her faith, the Trinity, and then the third one was about the deity. So those are all things that were her message to people and to her potential suitor. And then the funny part for me was these show towels. There were several YouTube videos of people showing what they'd found for show towels. They use them to cover their normal dish towels when they had company.
Yeah.
I would just take them down, put one up. They laid them out. That's why they were so big too. And the size also indicated the prosperity of the family.
Jeez.
So your towel would be bigger if you could afford more linen.
Yeah, and this was on 44 count linen.
Yes.
8 years old.
Yes.
8 years old.
I know. And I can't see it now. I don't think I could have seen it then.
Wow.
But the dexterity you have to have. I mean, you stitch on even higher counts.
But I mean, that's just incredible.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was in she was in, let's see, one's in Bethlehem. Yeah, she was in the Bethlehem area. And this one is nope, I have it backwards. This one was the Bethlehem Female School, is where this young lady attended, and her name was Sophia Elizabeth, I'm going to say Kummer.
Okay, I would have said Kummer.
Okay, Kummer, but you'll see. And then I want you to look at her sampler. Again, similar in age, but she didn't do motifs and different stitches on hers. She actually stitched words and a message on hers.
Yeah.
And in this case, there were two girls who went to school from that family. They went to the same school, and I don't know at what point they decided this, but they wanted to open their own store. So when they finished school and came back, they opened a store. They didn't have the knowledge they needed and the skills to do it, so it didn't thrive and be successful.
Mm-hmm.
But they went on to become governesses, each of them, to families for a career the rest of their lives.
Aww.
And so they taught their skills to other children. And it's fascinating to see how embroidery and needlework has played a role in people's lives over the years.
Yeah. And it is great when you can find out so much history about a piece. I
Yes.
love that. It just brings it to life.
It does.
It really does.
And is it Hands Across the Sea that puts all of the background information
She
in
does.
with them? And
Yeah.
that's always
That's
really
amazing.
neat.
Yeah.
Yes, it does,
Yeah.
like you said,
It really does.
brings you together with what
Yes.
you're stitching.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah. Very, very cool.
I don't know about all the schools, but I do know that Pennsylvania had the Quaker schools, Moravian schools.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's a nice coffee table book, or even just a nice read.
Yeah, I love that. That's so much fun.
So let's see. Let's talk about some finishing techniques. We have kind of had that thread running through.
Mm-hmm.
I took a minute and pulled out some things that I think will illustrate a really easy way to learn different techniques. You don't have to learn the whole process, but you can have the finished outcome,
Right.
and you've had help doing it.
Yes.
This is by Pine Mountain. It was a gift in a bag when we went on a retreat at Salty Yarns. The stitching part here is all you do, and the whole sleeve,
And it's a sleeve. You just slide it onto a pillow.
it's all prepared, and Pine Mountain puts it in, and
Yeah.
they come in different colors with different designs. You could even
Yeah.
put your own design on it.
Yep.
And it's standard. The ones I've seen are Ada, but I'm sure you could make your own sleeve really easily with
yeah.
linen.
Yeah.
Um,
But cute, easy way to do a finish.
Yes. And then along the same pillow theme are these little ornament pillows. And we have two of these to give away today. And so if you are interested in trying or mounting a small piece in there, honest, all you do is size your piece and tuck it in over the pillow. It's that simple. And there's even a cord on it that you can hang it on a tree if you want. Or on a
Easy peasy.
a wooden tree, anything you want to hang it on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pillow, if you want to receive one of these.
That's your
and
keyword for the comment.
Give it a try. Now, if you've seen Vanna Pfeiffer's flat fold finishes that she does, and also there are techniques with easel stands. I have a book that I learned how to do it from back in the day, but many people are doing it.
And we showed my easel on our last video
Yes, that
that we took.
alphabet, blank
Yes. Yeah,
alphabet.
the blanc.
This is a kit by Stony Creek, and this will help you do an easel finish. It's called a stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they called it. The thing about it, they're all pre-cut, so all the background work you need to do to do one is done for you.
Yeah.
So you attach it, put your fabric on, stitch it. It's a great way to learn the process.
Yes, it is.
And then this is the same idea, and this is the they call it ornament finishing, but it's a flat finish for ornament, anything you want to do, whether you're hanging it, standing it. But again, a kit, very easy to use. Again, this one was from Stony Creek. I think I bought this when you and I met.
Oh yeah.
At that retreat that time. So I encourage you, try the finishing. It is it's satisfying. Now, if you don't have an interest, let somebody do it for you.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you do want to, nice, easy ways to pick up the task.
That's true.
We also, Deb and I got a little stitching done this week.
A little.
Very little.
We were both away.
We went away, not the
my gosh.
same place though. I ended up in Minneapolis with Kevin.
Yes.
She ended up.
I was in New York in the Finger Lakes with Matthew went, and then we took Logan, Bree, and Jonah with us. McKenna and Connor and Red had to stay home because she worked that weekend. But we had a great time. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. There was a car show we came across. We went to this other place where they had like all these old vehicles and bikes and just old sign. I mean, it was like the graveyard where they all go to die.
Wow.
But it was really cool to walk around. They had the General Lee there. They had Roscoe's.
The originals?
No, I don't think they were the originals.
Made up.
But it was just really cool. It was neat. Logan was having a ball. Went to a barn sale. They got tools. I mean, it was fun. We had a great time.
That would be
Saw
fun.
a few outdoor concerts at some wineries. Good food. It was great. We
Nice.
stayed at a B&B right on actually the river that feeds into Seneca Lake. And so the guys would take the kayaks out in the morning and fish and all that. So it was great. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Took the dogs with us. They had a good time.
Nice.
So, yeah.
They didn't get in the river though.
No, they did not, which is surprising because Ellie is a swimmer.
Oh.
You know, Charlie.
Take it or leave it?
Yeah, he'll leave it. When we go out on the boat, we lift him in with his life jacket on.
Got my lab
Honey,
jeans in him, doesn't he?
Yeah, you're going to go swimming whether you like it or not. And then he's okay once he's in because we're all swimming, but it's so funny.
That is
He
funny.
kind of hides. Ellie will jump right off the boat.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me yes and I'm in, huh?
Life jacket or no. It's
Oh.
like you got to be careful with her because she will just take off.
That's funny.
She loves it. Yeah, and you had a great time.
Oh, I
with
did.
Kevin. And we had great weather, both of us.
I was just going to say
Oh my gosh.
we didn't have bad weather. It was a little cloudier than I would have liked because it's a little chilly in the fall up there or towards fall. But I watched Kevin fish for a little while. I didn't get a license this time because we were just down for a few minutes. So, but it was fun. He caught a bass right off the bat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a small one. And he always does catch and release at those lakes. But as we went on fishing, I'm sorry, it was funny because he lost that lure and he chose not to use live bait. So then he got out another lure. Well, by the time we were down 3 lures, he kept losing it on the bottom of the dock where the concrete went in. We were just standing there. Yeah, it kept getting hung up. So,
Aww.
but we had fun.
Yeah, we had good weather, and it's like it turned fall here as well, like that.
Yeah.
We went from hot to hello, it's fall.
Yes.
I mean, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. I love it, but I think our pool days are done.
Yeah, the evenings are really
They're
cool
really
now.
cold. I don't even want to put the heater on because we would just burn all that propane. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
But wow, I don't know. I told the kids, I said, I think it might be finished for the season.
I didn't wear my shorts, but maybe for about 2 hours in Minnesota. And that was Monday was the nicest day. And I think I did have them on for a couple hours that day, but the rest of the time I had my jeans on.
Yeah, I had to actually buy a sweatshirt when we were up in New York because that was cold. Oh my goodness.
Didn't even think to take a jacket, right?
No,
Not this time of year.
No, I didn't. Yeah, should have, but I didn't. Oh my goodness.
All right, well, that's good timing. Before we start our work, that is our subscriber tribute notice.
Yes, it is.
And this is where we have fun sharing our joy and needlework with you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
for our 2 subscribers.
Okay. So, our Do you want me to read off the
Sure.
names, and you would like to show that?
Not, is it, did I have them on here?
Oh, sorry, second one.
There you
we
go.
Thank you.
Can you slip that
Yep.
up?
Got
There
it.
you go.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, we want to say thank you to 2 specific subscribers today. We like to do that on every video. And today, the first subscriber will be at Aaron Perpetual Projects 9029. That's so cute.
It is.
So Aaron, you'll be receiving.
Yes, you'll be receiving this from Heart and Hand.
Isn't that cute?
It's called your Heart and Hand Needle Art
the
Harvest Tiny Town.
Yeah, cute.
And then this one is
I
Quaker
love
series.
this.
Oh my goodness.
Prosperity.
And she's got perpetual projects.
Oh,
So now you have prosperity and perpetual projects.
but look how cute
We
that
couldn't
is.
have done that kind of alliteration if we
That
wanted
is
to.
so cute.
And this pattern actually
And it looks nice for fall and everything.
is a limited edition. So there you go. That is pretty.
People send us amazing giveaways for y'all.
They do.
So thank you so much for being a subscriber. Get a hold of me. My address is in the description box. All right, subscriber number 2.
Again, we'll start.
Yes. It's the Felted Pear at the Felted Pear. That's your name.
And the first one again is a Heart and Hand, and it's Frosty Tiny Town.
I know, isn't that cute? Oh, so cute.
It is adorable.
And this next one you'll recognize because I stitched it and framed it not too long ago.
Yes. And this is a Barbara Anna design.
Mm-hmm.
All creatures great and small. Do I have that? Okay.
Very fun stitch.
I'm sure you will enjoy this.
Yes.
I mean, even just all the motifs that are on it. It's like having your own motif book.
Yeah, true. So again, thank you so much for being subscribers. On our last video, we had a few giveaways.
We did.
Liz, can you hold that one for me?
Certainly will.
This is a complete kit, and the keyword was beach.
Yes.
Was it? It was beach, yes. Okay, so this one is going to Deborah Ruffing, Ruffing. Thanks, Deborah. Get a hold of me for that.
All yours, Deborah.
Then we had one more giveaway.
Yep.
Another kit to do a Biscornu. The keyword was sweetheart, and that goes to Sheila at Jack Sheila Weber 4322.
And you'll have fun with this, Sheila, and you might even want to try to finish that on your own.
Ooh.
This Scorno finishing is
All right.
fun.
Yes.
Thank you all. And again,
Thank you.
thank you for subscribing. Please be a subscriber. And I'm saying hi to Charlie right now.
Oh.
You wouldn't know that because you can't see. So, actually, she had one other project than I did to work on with her, but I took my project pre-stitch from the upcoming Salty Yarn Jamboree with me to work on.
I
And
did too, yeah.
that was all I took. I was feeling lazy.
Wow, you were a good girl.
It's
My
all I know. I
goodness.
packed I took one bag.
Woo!
I know, it's amazing.
Jeez.
So this is the Trade Winds basket project. There is not a finished picture of it yet for the model, but
Yeah.
we'll have that.
Yeah.
And then those are the motifs that I guess will go on the 4 sides, and then the handle is the wave action.
Yes. And so the jamboree that we're speaking of is going to be held at Salty Yarns. And in October, yes, and we are excited to go. And so this is our pre-work for one of our classes.
And I figured you were done. I didn't get my whole dolphin done, so I'll show you mine first because I won't be giving
But it's
anything
really
away.
funny because we didn't speak which one we were doing first. And so she started with her waves. I was going to start my waves, so I did. And then I just moved on to the dolphin. Then she said about how she was stitching the dolphin. I'm like, oh, that's so funny because we could have chosen any of the 4.
Weird. It's way too much alike. So that's where I got my handle done, and then I'm starting my dolphin. But there's other parts to that dolphin,
Yes.
and she's going to show you what they are.
Okay, so here's my dolphin and the seagulls and the waves. And then I also stitched the waves for the handle. And then I'm just now starting I think it's the seagull on the pier. So I have the waves started for that one.
Cool.
But yes, I do want to get that done. It always makes me feel better when I get my homework finished.
Yes. I had something sitting with my work and I forgot to mention it, but we've been in the past talking about beginner things for people who are just starting to be aware of or to know about. And one of the things we talked about is if you have a project you're going to do and it has more than one skein, you may want to make sure you buy enough skeins to complete it.
Yeah.
This one was so unbelievably different. I couldn't believe it. Those are the same colors.
Oh, wow.
By Simply Shaker. So it is called chamomile.
Wow.
That's the one I believe I started with. And nope, this was the one I started with. This was my original chamomile.
Oh my goodness.
And this was the second one I bought for my last sampler.
Wow.
Isn't that's a huge difference. They're not even close.
So your tea was really steeped by this point here.
Yes. Very
Wow.
strong cup of tea.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is. So
Yeah.
that's just a real visual of that
That's
comment we
also something people have to keep in mind because, a lot of people like to know, oh, I want to know your color changes here and there and things like that. And everyone can share their color changes. However, when you go to maybe buy
made. Yes.
the threads, that's going to be a whole
What
different
you got
dye
at one store,
Yes,
they may not have where I go.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
So it does. That's one of the reasons I think
Unless,
we
of course,
enjoy.
it's DMC, but
Yes, they're very consistent. But when you and I go shopping, that's one of the fun things to do is to be able to pull the threads for a project because you can see them.
yes. Yeah, there's nothing better than just being able to see them and touch them and feel them and
Play with them.
because then when you order them online, you think you know what it's going to look like, but with the dye lot, it could be a little different.
Another way to express that would be, the pictures that come with your pattern that you think is the model, and then you go to the shop and you see the finished product doesn't match the picture at all. Again, it's just the colors and the photography, but it makes it hard.
Yeah.
So, you want to show what else you worked on?
Oh, so then I worked a little bit on my By the Bay, the Serenity Harbor sampler. This is the only picture I have of it. And I am about halfway through. I've been showing this now for a few videos. So we talked about how I changed a couple colors and I wanted to get the movement in the water.
She has to be careful when she travels, though, because it splashes out of her project bag.
So this is the top. And here's the beautiful water. I just finished this area over here. So I'm getting there. This is such a pretty, pretty, pretty stitch. Someone had asked me about my fence as well. And yes, you're right. I forgot to tell you. I did those with straight stitches. So I did not cross stitch those. I stitched those on top of the cross stitches that were already there as the ground. So that they're layered on there. Someone else, a couple of you wanted to know, how do I stitch the water so it doesn't look stripy? I don't know exactly how to explain that. I kind of just move my thread. I don't stitch, if you're going in straight lines, across, back, across, you're gonna get a stripe. That's just how it is. And if that's the look you're going for, perfect. If you want it to look like it's moving, then really stitch it like water waves almost,
Probably would the trigger be when you start to see the color change in your stitches, then you can influence the direction that way?
Yeah, but I don't even know that I really pay that close attention to that. Okay. I just kind of make sure that I'm staying away from anything straight.
Okay. So you just, it's an intentional choice to move as you're stitching.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So, sorry about that. I'm not sure how else to explain that.
No, that does make sense. By the way, that needle minder you have, did you make that specifically to match your roses?
No.
That's crazy.
Does it? I know. And I think you may have given that to me at some point. I don't even know where it came from. It's covered with fabric.
Yep.
And it does look a lot like the roses,
It does on the
like
border.
on the border. Isn't that funny?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of
No, I
borders,
did not do that.
you did notice neither of those 8-year-olds did a border. I want to point that out.
I bet you though, if they could stitch on that 44 count, they could do a border.
Well, in fairness to her, she did have some dividing lines on hers that were the same as a border.
I just like that she fudged them. She's like, yeah, I'm stick another W in there.
Yeah,
Who cares?
I know.
You go, girl.
It was clever.
That's
Very
so
clever.
cool.
She should have
I have a
gotten
question though.
points for it.
So that's what the girls had to do to prove that they could be.
Yeah, what did the guys do?
Exactly.
Bring home a squirrel or a rabbit?
Oh, a deer.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Go hunt.
Yes.
Or gather berries. I mean, because I think the men did some of the foraging too, right? If the women were home with the babies, somebody had to find the food.
Yeah, exactly.
Did they? Maybe they planted. Although we're talking about,
I just think it's interesting.
yeah, we're probably talking about homes though too. If you're sending your child to a school, then you probably live in a home in a developed area, not probably
Maybe,
on the
yeah.
range somewhere.
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
lots of farmers
Anyhow.
in this neck of the woods too, though. So,
Mhm.
all right. So before we are, as we said, transitioning into fall, so we
Yes.
pulled a few fall things to share with you, and
Oh, here.
we're gonna slide them out. Deb's gonna be my second set of arms here. A couple of these are finished from a while ago. This is one of our fun pieces. It's a resin pumpkin that you can buy at Joann's. They sell them in blue, black,
Or Hobby Lobby.
ivory.
Yep.
Yes,
Any of those
yes.
places.
Now, when Janice did this with us from Noteworthy Designs in a previous jamboree, and all of the holes were pre-drilled for us at the time, but when you see inside, you see we're stitching right through that resin, and so it is a one step at a time process. You can't do any kind of sewing technique or anything with it because your needle won't flex. But she also sells the drill if you want to buy her patterns and do your initials. She has some that are not even fall, like patterns that are different kinds.
Yeah.
But it's a hand drill, just like if your husband or your father were a woodworker, you might have seen one of these, and it comes with all the other tools, and you just literally put your bit in and push, and it drives the bit through the resin, and voila,
Yep.
you have a holy pumpkin.
Yeah.
So we had a really good time doing that and having that class. And then in a previous video, you might remember this. Now, I have to say that when I started this, I saw it in the magazine. It's a just cross stitch pattern. And in the magazine, I saw it, and I had no real perspective on size. So I stitched the little band, and then when I started cutting out the pieces, I went, oh my gosh, this is going to be a big acorn.
What tree did that come from?
Yes. So it was very fun. I did the finishing myself on this. I used a red gingham on the bottom. This is also a linen you can stitch on. I think it's an Aztec
red.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the band that you stitch. And then I cut these out of wool felt. And then I broke off a nice little stick. Anyway, fun.
Yeah.
And if you want to see this and find out which magazine, if you wanted to stitch it, you'll find it in one of our previous videos. You'll probably see this on the thumbnail. We usually put our finishes out there. So
Yes.
that was fun.
Yes.
And as I was looking for fall things and going through it, I ran across some pieces from back in the day.
Way back.
And I wasn't sure I was going to bring them up today, but Deb goes, oh, you have to show them. So
Yeah.
maybe I should let you tell her what we're going to do with that. Well, that was fun, wasn't
Yes.
it? I had
Well,
them
this
around
one's
a
so
towel roll.
cute. Love that.
That was a fun piece. Didn't take a lot of time. I used a
Yeah.
variegated thread on that one.
Yeah. Very pretty.
And we're going to
And
finish
she thinks
that.
she might have a way to finish this.
Yeah, we were
which
talking
looking
about
at
that
earlier.
So you might see that one again before too long.
And this one, I mean, gosh, turn it into an ornament.
My mother
Whatever.
stitched that, and
Isn't
I
that
found that
adorable?
among her things. It's got her initials on it down at the bottom here. She was good about that. I'm terrible about that. I don't initial mine.
Aw,
And
that's
and
so
I believe
cool.
that might have been a Stony Creek pattern. I'm gonna look and see if I can find out.
That's neat.
She had another one too that isn't finished. Maybe I can show it to you another time. It's a cross, and it's done in those similar colors, and I still believe it's Stony Creek. But it's a cross, and it has the standing on the promises of God verse on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And she finished it at the third standing on the promises reference, and that's where it stopped at the bottom. So
That's so
I
cool.
have that one.
Yeah, you really should get that finished and get that could hang on your tree
Yeah.
or something. And this is, I think the story behind this is really cute.
So this is a
Liz is stitching her own angry little boy. No, just kidding. He's not gonna be angry.
angry airman is what he is. I have quite a collection of precious moments that I used to make blankets for my great nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And this is from one of them, and it's an Air Force character. And Kevin was sick one day, and I would stay home if I had to be home with them, and I would sit and stitch and watch TV with them when they weren't feeling well. And I glanced over, and he was just laying there. I said, you know what? You need to stitch. You need to be doing something with your hands. So I had him look, and he picked that out, and I said, why don't you work on that for Poppy? My dad, who was in the military and was an Air Force officer, I said he could put it up in his office at home. So he started on it. He got that far before he fell, but I think it was like 2 or 3 days that he wasn't feeling well. And he never did finish it. So I was going to give it to my dad like this. And Dad said, give it back to him and tell him to finish it. So it never got finished. I thought that was funny. I don't want it unfinished.
Yeah.
Give it back.
Darn it.
Time to get on it.
That's right.
Good Air Force approach
That's
to
right.
the problem.
That's right. Finish what you started.
Yes. So anyway, it's
That's
been
so neat, though.
fun going back through. I still have
Yeah.
quite a bit to look at. Before too long, I'll share a video with you of the craft room now that I've gotten it kind of reorganized and I can get to all these things
Yes.
again.
Did you shake your thread? I will never forget that comment. That cracks me up. Oh my
I
God.
honest to
That
gosh
is
have to
so
tell you, I
funny.
laughed out loud while I was over there
Oh my
thinking
gosh,
to
that is
myself,
so funny.
should I get the vacuum and dust this?
Oh, I would like suck them up. That'd be awful. And then all my threads would be in my canister.
It was funny.
That would be terrible.
So I will show you my thread storage too when we get to that video. But it was very fun to be going back through things.
Yes. Real quick, a comment. Someone wanted to know where I found the chart that I just showed you, the Serenity Harbor. I purchased that. It's a 12 pattern chart. It was a mystery chart to begin with. That was at Salty Yarns. So we have their contact information in our description box. If you want to give them a call, I don't know if you can still get it. I have no idea. But
You could also
check
maybe
it
go
out.
to By the Bay Needle Arts
Oh,
because
yeah.
they have their own website.
oh yeah,
You can check it out there too. Maybe they have it. Sometimes they'll do a sampler like that in stages, but then ultimately, after they've kitted it and sold it, they'll just publish a new one with just the
Oh.
pattern. So I don't know.
Okay.
You might have different ways you could get it.
All right. We want to say hello to Connie. You left a message that you are excited to meet us on our cruise when we go in February. So hello, we are excited as well.
Looking forward to it,
Yes,
Connie.
it's getting here quickly.
And
oh my goodness.
Karen and Barbara Jean are chomping at the bit. That's my sister-in-law and her sister. They're going as
Yes.
well. We do want to chat with you guys, and we will get on the phone with you, but you can tell we've not been together. We've been in separate parts of the world for a while. I did promise Karen we'd try to do like a
little video
four-way
call
chat.
or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep. All right.
So we will. It's on our list of things.
All right.
And we do have a list, and we do tick them off. It
Yes.
just might be a while till we get to that one.
yes. All
But
right.
we have had a great time. Thank you for joining us. We also want to thank everybody in the industry who spends so much time making this possible for us, from designers and manufacturers to other YouTube developers, and all the way across the board. We enjoy it. We thank you all, and we want to encourage you, as always, share the journey of work.
We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.